Hey, hey, hey! What up, FaB fanatics? How we doing this evening? I'm live on the internet again. Welcome to what I'm calling Monarch Monday. Hopefully, this is going to be something consistent moving forwards. It just has a nice ring to it, you know, Monarch Mondays, opening boxes on live stream on Mondays for the foreseeable future. So that is kind of tentatively the plan. If I can get, if anybody's watching out there in the virtual world, if I can get a a comment on audio and how I'm sounding, I would appreciate it. How's everybody enjoying their Monarch experience so far? Working out a few kinks here. We're going to open a couple boxes of Monarch First Edition today. I do have some music lined up from one of my favorite DJs. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably heard some of his mixes and his production over the last few months. I've just been really grooving on Teniente Castillo. I'm a pretty high energy person if you watch some of my videos, so I love that 100 beats per minute, just, you know, that nice steady pace. So that's what we're going to rock today. I'm going to go ahead and drop some tunes. And we're just going to get to cracking some packs and get this going. And I have some announcements to make as hopefully more people come on. But yeah, you know, I've opened up quite a few boxes by myself in the workshop over the weekend. And it's like, I want to bring some people along. So here we go. It's time to crack some packs and listen to some tracks. All right. Box number one. I must say I have a few insights on cracking. Now this is going into my 9th case. I've been kind of steadily cracking boxes, being a one-person operation right now. I only have 2 hands, so I can only go so fast and keep up with all the orders that are coming in. But yeah, such a beautiful box though. I mean, they really outdid themselves with this box, and then obviously the packs, along with the promotional cards for pre-release. You know, I gotta hand it to Legend Story Studios. They really did a great job with this set. As we dive into the pack, something that I do want to let you all know, I am doing the April drawing for supporters, and for some of you that might know, if you purchase or if you make an order on FaBfoundry.co at any time during a particular month, you're entered into a drawing to win goodies. And today I will be raffling off $250 in store credit in increments of 50s and 25s. So there will be 3 $50 pulls and 4 $25 pulls. We're going to do 2 $25 pulls in the middle of each of the boxes. We're going to do two $50 pulls at the center and then 1 at the end. So hoping. I think this is going to be a good one in Brute, don't y'all? I think that's going to be seen a lot. And another rare, Writhing Beast Hulk. Dean said he got a ton of Illusionist cards. I need Runeblade and Warrior. Shred said he is enjoying everybody's openings. Only one box in himself, but one L. One is that AA Cold Foil Majestic and Rainbow Foil Majestic. Nice. That's pretty solid for one box. Get through the comments here. Bam! Our first big hit. Rouse the Ancients. Majestic Rainbow Foil. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Not quite sure. I guess obviously the cards that you would think that this would work in, with, you know, Prism having such large, you know, heralds with, you know, 6 and 7 attack. I could see this working in Prism. Obviously Guardian. It might possibly work in Brute, you know, because there's a lot of 6 attacks in Brute, and of course Alpha Rampage is a 9 attack. There's a lot of 6 and 7s, so this could work in quite a few different builds, I guess. It's going to be interesting to see how it, you know, how this pans out. Rouse the Ancients. I'd have to put this, of the 3 generic Majestics that we have, I definitely have to say this is the number 3 on the list in my book right now. Alpha Beyond Rare, and oh, look at that, a double Majestic pack. Shadow of Blasmophet. 2, draw a card, then discard a random card. If a card with 6 or more is discarded in this way, very common with Brute, search your deck for a card with Blood Debt, banish it, and shuffle. 6 for 2, Blood Debt. Bing. Back, or double Majestic pack. Let's get that Rouse the Ancients right into a perfect fit sleeve. Oh shoot, I forgot to tell you guys at the beginning of the stream because nobody was on. I'm doing a flash sale right now for the next 2 hours until 8 p.m. Only telling people on the stream, it looks like 8 of you right now, that using Monarch Monday 10 will get you 10% off Monarch singles for the next 2 hours. So thank you very much for being here. Kind of my way of giving back to the few people who are deciding to hang out with me on a Monday evening, or possibly Tuesday, depending on where you're at in the world. Common Foil Bounding Demigon. I must say the foil into the equipment piece still, after opening quite a few of these boxes, really does mess with me. It does mess. Rainbow foil so far. What is going on here? Stay in the nice pile. Couple more rares. Vexing Malice and Out Muscle. Thank you, John. Thanks for being here. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going to be cracking 2 boxes today and doing the April monthly raffle. We're going to be raffling off our first 2 $25 credits to the Foundry store here halfway through this box. Engulfing Light, Common Foil, Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. That's a mouthful. Into another one, Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. I've been seeing that quite a bit. This is a common occurrence I've noticed in packs, is the 2 same cards, different pitch values in similar packs. A little bit of clumping going on there. You know, definitely more common than seeing it from other sets, because it just it definitely stands out when you've opened enough you've opened enough boxes, little things like that stand out to you, at least to me. Herald of Rebirth. Again, just the heralds are just really nice foils. Herald of Triumph and a Glisten. I had fun with this card in my pre-release when I built Bolton, being able to distribute 4 counters among any number of weapons you control. Of course, you lose them at the end of your end phase. Of course, Bolton with well, really it's any weapon. So, but Bolton with his hatchets is where that works. For those that you don't know, we do have a Foundry Discord and a Foundry Patreon. I will throw links up in the description when I get to the halfway box, or halfway through this box. Join the Discord community. It's a nice, intimate way to interact. A little bit calmer than obviously the big Discord, which, you know, it's getting pretty, getting pretty full these days and really active, which is great. It's Piercing Shadow Vice. This is another one that's just a wild rainbow foil. But yeah, so the intention of the Foundry Discord is just to create a smaller, more intimate place to interact, have a little marketplace, talk about obviously Monarch and other Fab things. It will also be where we do all of the interacting for the upcoming North American Playtest League Season 3, which I'm also announcing is starting soon. So I guess I all of a sudden started busting through my checklist really quick of the things I wanted to talk about. Herald of Ravages. Invigorating Right, rare, and oh, there's a Majestic. What do we got? Beacon of Victory. Cost 0, pitches for 2. As an additional cost to play Beacon of Victory, banish X cards from your hero soul. X can't be 0. Target attack gets plus X. If you charge this turn, search your deck for an action card with cost X or less, reveal it, and put it into your hand. I guess it's going to depend on your kind of Bolton build, whether that's going to be main boarded or not. Valiant Thrust Blue. Another rainbow foil rare. If you charge this turn, Valiant Thrust gains +3. This is the blue pitch version. That's 4 rainbow foil rares so far. Invigorating Light and Dimensional Gateway. This is the final pack halfway through the box. We're going to do some drawings after this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Overload, common foil. Time Skippers. I think this will find a place in Blitz. Obviously with Blitz you have 11 equipment / weapon slots. So yeah, I definitely feel like Time Skippers will find its place in Blitz. Not necessarily in Constructed, where the higher power equipments that can block are that much more important. Unhallowed Rites and Duskpath Pilgrimage. Well, that's the first half of the first box. We pulled 3 Majestics. We have the Rainbow Foil Rouse the Ancients, of course. And 4 Rainbow Foil rares. So nothing too spicy. Let's get some links going here real quick before I draw for dropping them in here. It might be a mess, but that is a mess. Hold on one second. I'll do them one at a time. Hi there. How about the upcoming skirmish season? Pretty exciting that they're getting right into season 2. Not messing around, LSS there. Oops. Well, it's there. Links are kind of messed up. I learned my lesson, do them one at a time. All right, let's raffle off the first two $25 gift certificates. So again, I have the list of everybody that placed an order here in the month of April and a corresponding lottery ball. The first two are going to be for $25 each in Foundry Store credit. First is number 77, and that goes to Rich L. Rich L 77 is the first $25 credit winner. Bing. Number 2. Number 2 is 38. 38 is Michael T. And of course, I communicate with these individuals because they're not going to all be here. Hopefully we can get to the point where many of them are here. Spread the word about the live stream. I will email these individuals as well to make sure that they are aware that they've won something. So those are the first two, $25 each. And as I was saying a little bit earlier, the North American Playtest League, it has been in the works for a little while now, and I'm announcing it today on stream. There will be more information revealed on the website after this live stream. That Season 3 will start Sunday, May 16th. There will be 2 divisions. There will be a Sunday division, and there will be a weekday division. The Sunday division starts on Monday, or May 16th, at noon Pacific Standard Time, and there will be 3 Swiss rounds. The idea of the Playtest League is to bring people of all skill levels together, so that they can jam games without that necessarily like that competitive edge that it's there. It's part of trading card games, but the whole idea of the Playtest League is kind of pull that back a little bit to allow people the space to be able to play test with their decks, explore heroes that they might be interested in, explore possibly mechanics or different cards in builds to see if they work or whatnot. So the first 4 weeks of the Playtest League are just that, getting together and jamming games and testing out your favorite heroes in your decks. And at the end of the Playtest League, there will be a one-day, all-day league tournament where there will be prizes on the line, and it will be a lot more competitive. So again, Sunday division starts Sunday, May 16th at noon Pacific Standard Time. You have 3 Swiss rounds that are played back to back to back. The second division is the weekday division, and the idea behind the weekday division is to create space for individuals that, might have jobs or family commitments or things like that and need a little bit of space to be able to jam games. So there will still be 3 rounds. Rounds will have a 48-hour window for you to complete, to communicate with your opponent and complete your games. So round 1 will be Monday and Tuesday, with results due by 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday. Round 2 will be Wednesday, Thursday, with your rounds due by obviously 9 p.m. Pacific Standard. And round 3 is Friday, Saturday. These games, of course, are all played on Tabletop Simulator. It is just, right now, it's the most accessible way of jamming games, in my opinion, especially with Monarch First Edition and having access to cards right now limited until Unlimited comes out. I feel like Tabletop Simulator is the way to go so that people have access to the entire card pool to be able to play test. So we're keeping the Season 3 of the league on Tabletop Simulator for the time being. And yeah, so it will be $30 for the entire league. You can play in both divisions if you want. If you are that excited to jam games, there is a division package on the website where you can play in both divisions for $45. Again, that only gets you one entry into the league tournament. So that is the big announcement for today. Is the North American Playtest League Season 3 is launching this coming Sunday, actually. With all that being said, let's get into the second half of the first box. Get through the commons. Unworldly Bellow, common foil. Rise Above. Really uncertain how this is going to play in. I'm a Ranger player, and everyone's like, it's going to be great in Ranger, but there is a pretty steep cost of having to put a card from your hand back on top of your deck. I don't know. We'll see. And another Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell. So yeah, if you're looking for dates for the North American Playtest League, it starts Sunday, May 16th. The Sunday division, the weekday division starts Monday, May 17th. We go 4 weeks, and that runs right into the league tournament, which will be on June 13th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The number of Swiss rounds will all depend on the number of players participating in the event. We're looking at anywhere from 4, 5, or 6 rounds, depending on how many players join the league. And then we'll go into a cut to top 8. And of course, the grand prize will all depend on how many people enter as far as the prize pool goes, but definitely part of the grand prize will be a one-of-a-kind Season 3 Champions playmat. Herald of Ravages, Dimensional Gateway Rare, and Herald of Triumph. See if I have something here. Show y'all real quick. This is about to go out to the Season 2 winner. Bing. So Season 3 will be different color scheme, and it'll say Season 2 or 3 champion down there. But yeah, that will definitely go out to the winner of the Season 3 of the league. Adrenaline Rush, common foil. Here's another theory that I've just recently had. I think I have the card accessible. Where's it at? Where's it at? No. There it is. So, what kind of speculation do we have here, in the sense that on Poison the Tips, we have what I thought was Azalea, right? Getting her arrow all lubed up with the poison there. And then you have Adrenaline Rush, where it certainly looks like this is possibly the same character. It looks like Sani. Cut off the flavor text says cut off this Sekra's head, and it shall still find the strength to bite. But yeah, I'm sure there will be some speculation and swirling around this. Is this going to be our Savage Lands Ranger right here down the line? I don't know if anybody else has put that together 2 and 2, but I don't think I'm the first to be saying this or putting this together, but me being a Ranger player, I want my Ranger support. So is this going to be a Savage Lands Ranger? That is the question. Seeping Shadows and Herald of Judgment. What up, Jordan? Thanks for being here. Where's our spice? Where's our spice? Captain's Call. Red. Rare. Cost 0. Choose one. The next attack action card with cost 2 or less you play this game or this turn plays gets +2. Or the next attack action card with 2 or less you play this turn gains go again. That provides a little bit of versatility there. Defend for 2 is always rough. Oh, that's a rare foil. Howl from Beyond and Out Bustle. Six and 5. Seek Enlightenment. Common foil. Tremor of Ethereal, I think. I'm done trying to say it. Soul Shield, Majestic. This is the light defense reaction. Of course, it blocks for 6, cost 2. Put Soul Shield into your hero's soul when the combat chain closes. This will certainly have its place in Prism, I would say, especially the Control Prism build. Of course, both of our light heroes seem to be geared towards playing a bunch of yellows, which is something that we haven't really seen so far in the game, which I find is interesting. Of course, as we know, the Fable really is reliant on having a bunch of yellows in your deck, and obviously a bunch of yellows in your deck in order to break it, which is slightly concerning, but it should be interesting to see how that pans out. Sonata Arcanix. This is, I think, one of my favorite pieces of art in the set. Yeah, it's just next level psychedelic. Majestic rainbow foil. This is our second rainbow foil of the box. Cost XX, I believe. No, there's a mechanologist card. That's right. Spark of Genius costs XX, so it's not the first. But reveal the top X plus 3 cards of your deck. For each non-attack action card revealed this way, put an attack action card revealed this way into your hand. Then deal arcane damage to target hero equal to the number of cards put into your hand this way. Shuffle your deck. Banish Sonata Arcanix. Very interesting. Absolutely gorgeous rainbow foil. Ode to Wrath and Captain's Call. What's up, Gift? How's it going? Thanks for being here. For those of you guys just joined, I'm doing a flash sale during the live stream. You can use Monarch Monday 10 on the website, Monarch Monday 10, promo code at checkout to get 10% off Monarch singles until 8 p.m. tonight. My way of giving back to you guys, all 8 of you it looks like, that are hanging out with me. You want to love that card. Yeah, Gift, I agree. Should be interesting to see how that plays out. Dread Screamer, common foil, Writhing Beast Hulk, and Spill Blood, another Majestic. Oh, I'd put the Soul Shield into the rare pile over there. There we go. Spill Blood, costs 1, pitches for red. Axes you control gain +2 and dominate until end of turn. Obviously a 3 of in constructed for a Bolton build where he uses the axes. And of course a 0 of if you are playing Bolton with Raiden. I'm glad that one says axes, so that Dorinthia doesn't have even more tools to work with. Final 4 packs of the first box here. I've learned that you need to kind of slow down when you get to the generics here. in case something like that happens. How about the timing on that? Oh, man, there we go. We got ourselves a legendary. That was a weird sneaking premonition of like, hey, I need to slow down because we haven't pulled our cold foil yet. There you go, our legendary cold foil of the box here is the Eclipse Shadow Instant. It is the legendary chain specialization. Cost 0, pitches for 3, play Eclipse only if you have played 6 or more cards with Blood Tet this turn. If you have, you may play Eclipse from your banish zone. Create Ursa, the Soul Reaper token. Bada bing, bada boom. This is looking pretty nice. Let's put this down and see edges. I don't know if any of y'all have pulled some legendaries, but I definitely know a few of the legendaries I've pulled had a little bit of edge wear, which, you know, little bit of a speck right there, I think. But the corners have definitely been, as you guys probably know as well, a lot better than Crucible of War. A little white speck on that end, one there, but 2 really good corners. But yeah, there we have it. The Eclipse Legendary with the slow roll. Goes into the sleeve. So great way to wind down this first box. Glisten and Dimensional Gateway. Boom indeed. Have you guys experienced a full eclipse in person before? I was very fortunate to be at the Oregon Eclipse Festival. What was that, August 17th? Or August 21st, 2017. And it's a wild experience, man. If you have not experienced a full total eclipse, add it to your bucket list of things to do. It was an intense experience. So I guess I'm drawn to this card a little bit more than some others. Bolt of Courage, red. I think this is one of my more favorite rainbow foils in this set. Whoever this character is, I think we're gonna get him down the line. I don't know how far down the line, but he looks badass, and this Bolt of Courage, you know, the rainbow foil definitely pops. I think this one is really well done. Phantasmify and Howl from Beyond. Gift said a little while ago, I played about 10 constructed games with Shane this weekend. He feels like Ninja but performs like Bravo. Interesting. I have played 0 games of constructed so far because all I've been doing is trying to get cards on the website and keep up with the orders. It's the can of worms that I've created, you know, open for myself. Being, you know, I like to consider myself a player first, but I definitely need to schedule in Memorial Grounds Common Foil. Schedule in some playing time for myself here. Invigorating Light and Prismatic Shields. Are you guys digging this kind of more melodic, kind of 100 beats per minute Teniente Castillo mix? So I'm not listening to this all the time, but when I'm feeling pretty high energy and want to take it back a notch, I regularly put something like this on for a little bit slower that just kind of evens out the pace. Last pack here, Vexing Malice into Soul Food. Majestic in the final pack. Let me make sure I didn't put any Majestics in the rare pile before counting things up, because I did that once earlier while I was talking. Yep, we are in the clear. So recap of the box here. 5 rainbow foil rares. We pulled 2 rainbow foil Majestics, being the Sonata Arcanix, which is again a beautiful card, and the Rouse the Ancients. And then we have looks like 5 regular Majestics, Soul Food, Still Blood, Soul Shield, Shadow, and Beacon. So that puts us at 7 Majestics. And of course, the big pull of the box being the Eclipse. Bam. I can't complain about that first box. That was the first box of a fresh case. Just like that. Bam. We are in the middle of the stream here. We'll have a second box that I'm going to crack here shortly. But before we do that, we're going to give away 2 $50 increments of store credit to FaB Foundry to 2 individuals who supported the store in April by simply placing an order. For any of you that might not know, if you place an order at FaB Foundry, you will be entered into a monthly drawing where I will pull things and give away things. Yeah. So the next lottery ball I pull out will be for $50 in store credit. I think that's good enough. 147. 147. And 147 is... Haha, Jeremy! Jeremy D. You are the winner of $50 in store credit. Are you still here, Jeremy? Bam! Hopefully he's still here. That's pretty cool. You'd be the first person that I think I've drawn for on the live stream and actually been watching it, if you are still here. Yeah, he is here. Yeah! Congrats, Jeremy. You won $50 in store credit. Woohoo! That's the first. And the second one right here is going to be another $50. $137. $137 this time. And that goes to Paul D. Paul D. Again, if you're not here, I will be sending off emails letting you guys know that you won things. 137. So we have 2 more $25 credits that I'm going to pull. We're going to do that in the middle of this next box. And then we will finish the stream with a pull for another $50 in credit. One more announcement to make. I've gotten quite a few messages from individuals asking about when supporter box openings are going to happen. I've been pretty wildly busy just trying to keep up with singles orders, and of course that's the top priority, is making sure that operations flow smoothly. So once that stabilizes a little bit, I will be putting up supporter box openings. I'm going to first offer them to members of the Patreon, which is an infinite, in its infant form right now. There's only 11 members, but I hope to grow that space as a way to have a more direct communication with loyal supporters of FaB Foundry, as I hope to continue to grow the operation. And of course, they will all be receiving monthly perks and whatnot, and so that will be the first place where supporters will be offered box openings, and then I will be opening up to the rest of the community on the FaB Foundry page soon after that. I don't know how many I'm going to do because all of my Monarch birdies have not landed to roost. So once all of those have flown in, and I can account for all my boxes and figure out what I'm opening, and the demand for obviously singles and whatnot, I'll figure out how many I'm going to allocate to supporter box openings. And the intention is right now that I will be doing the box openings live on Mondays, just like this. So this is kind of a test run for what will hopefully be a live experience for box openings moving forward. Of course, I know everything so far has been in the supporter, or the Rudy-esque way of, recording box openings and posting it to YouTube. I would like to have a little bit more of a live feel and experience with individuals. So I think that's the plan moving forward, is to be able to do live supporter box openings. working out the logistics on that and whatnot. But yeah, so keep your ears peeled for that. I'm also waiting for the market price on boxes to stabilize and like kind of the hype to die down a little bit, because I'm not a huge fan of this, like the hype periods in Fab. I've been saying that for quite a long time, even all the way back to like the first one in October of last year. And so the idea is to wait for prices to stabilize so that I can confidently offer supporter box openings at below market, that supporters will feel good about before, during, and after the experience. So that's the plan. So here we go, getting into box 2, 24 more packs of Monarch fun. I believe, is this kind of on screen? Oh, I'm covering that. Can't cover up the eclipse, right? Can't eclipse the eclipse. Got to have that on screen. I agree with you, Gift. Like, hey, I recognize that it's a part of the, you know, I guess I don't want to even say it's part of the DNA of Fab. I hope it does calm down, but because of the environment that's been created in collectibles in general, you know, we're seeing a lot of opportunists enter the community, you know, and it is what it is. And I'm hoping as we climb out of the pandemic, which we're not, you know, things are looking up, but we're not out of the woods yet. But as we climb out of that and things get back to normal, you know, hopefully the game stabilizes, the secondary market stabilizes, and we can all get back into our LGSs and share our passions for this game and trade cards, because remember, it's a trading card game. You know, I'm looking forward to being able to trade cards in person. I know that, as much as obviously I'm building a business around selling cards. So here we go, getting into box 2. Get through our commons. Hungering Slaughter Beast, common foil. Seeping Shadows, and Genesis, our first Majestic, first pack, first Majestic. Genesis costs 4, pitches for 2. It's a light illusionist instant. At the start of your turn, you may put a card from your hand into your hero's soul. If it's an illusionist card, create a Spectra Shield token. If it's a light card, draw a card. Spectra, of course, is part of the illusionist mechanics. Genesis can be attacked. When it becomes the target of an attack, destroy it and close the combat chain. The attack does not resolve. It's going to be really interesting to see how gameplay is kind of warped, you know, around these illusionist instants where, you know, I'm guessing Prism's going to want to play a lot of these at the end of your opponent's turn, so you can get it on the board and take advantage of it at the beginning of your next turn before it will likely get attacked the following turn. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting lines of play now that this kind of creates, in my opinion. Yeah, Gifts just said in Alpha WTR we traded no question legendary for legendary, majestic for majestic. Now no one wants to trade. Yeah, again, you know, if you guys have been following me for a little while, you'd consider me a optimist. So I am optimistic that being able to get back into our LGSs will hopefully change that. Get through our commons and Eclipse Existence, the rainbow foil version. Of course, this was, if you played in a pre-release, this is definitely one of the pre-release cards you got in cold foil. It's definitely a sideboard card. You sideboard it in against light heroes. I don't know if there's going to be a place for that really in Constructed. Definitely not a place in, I don't think there's going to be a place for it in either Eclipse Existence or Ray of Hope in Blitz, because it takes up 1 or 2 slots. You know what I mean? That's pretty much creates, not a dead card because you can obviously pitch for it, but Battlefield Blitz and Rouse the Ancients, back-to-back Majestic packs. cracking packs, listening to some tracks with some of my FaB friends virtually. Deadwood Rumbler, common foil, prismatic shield rare, and hoping. Gift says there is a place for it in constructed. Shadow really doesn't have a hard counter for Prism. That is one of the few answers. New logo looks great, by the way. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Got the one in the background where my head's at. And of course the new playmat, which I just had one of made at Inked, just to kind of see how it is. It's a little dark on the dark gray. I think I want to lighten it up, but yeah. One of my best friends, who's just kind of a casual hobbyist graphic designer, does it in his free time, wanted to do something for me, and that's what he came up with. Spew Shadow, common foil. Soul Reaping, and V of the Vanguard. A double specialization pack. It is definitely weird seeing these specialization cards in rare form. One-ofs too. It makes sorting really interesting. Soul Reaping. I haven't really even dove into it. 6. It costs 6. Legendary Chain Specialization. You may banish one or more cards from your hand rather than pay Soul Reaping's cost. If you do, gain 1 resource for each card with Blood Debt banished this way. When Soul Reaping is attacking a hero with 1 or more cards in their soul, it has go again. 6 for 6. You have to banish cards with Blood Debt to lessen it. I don't know about that. I don't really plan on playing Chain, though. I'm more drawn to the light side in this set. V of the Vanguard, of course, is Bolt and Specialization. As an additional cost to play V of the Vanguard, you may charge your hero's soul any number of times. Attacks you control on the combat chain gain +1 for each light card charged this way. As most warrior cards do, it blocks for 3. Turk saying, just beginning play and some of the prices I can't afford Monarch First Edition, but I will be getting First Edition Train for Kingdoms. I do enjoy the pack openings. Yeah, keep in mind, obviously we're in this first week period where the numbers are, as just like in other TCGs, they're very high and they're going to start settling down. Actually, before I post my next wave of Monarch singles tomorrow, I'm going to do a full market analysis of prices to make sure that prices at FaB Foundry are competitive or beat TCG prices. So that is something that I've been actively trying to do as prices start settling and we see where, certain cards fall. One of the things is because it's such a new game still, there isn't a stock market type situation that's, built out like Magic has, where it's 30 years of cards being tracked. Void Wraith. We're not there yet in this game, so there is a lot of price discovery that still happens. Obviously, you have some industry leaders like Channel Fireball, you know what I mean? Obviously, TCG player. So those numbers, those mechanisms, those parts of, the secondary market are coming together. Muscle, Tremor, and Hatchet. But keep in mind that there does need to be some discovery that needs to happen. I always go back to the Twinning Blade example, when Crucible War first came out. It started all Crucible War Majestic started off high, just like you're seeing right now, and everything came down to where you were able to buy Twinning Blades for $3, $4, $6, $3, $4, $5, $6 for a while before people realized the power of it. So I think we're going to see something like that here with Monarch as well, because there isn't this whole professional contingency of players yet. Phantasmify, red, rainbow foil, beautiful card. There isn't, obviously the meta's not being solved pre-release weekends, and it won't be because of how complex the game is, in my opinion. I'm skipping those. Battlefield Blitz and Soul Reaping. Talking too much. But yeah, so now some price discovery to happen. I've even been saying it on the website, or through my website and through my channels to people on Discord. Cards are there if you want them right away, but I recommend waiting a little bit. And that's coming from somebody who actively sells them, so. Herald of Ravages, common foil. Hoping. And Seek Horizon. Of course, being a Ranger player, this is one of those ones like, well, is this going to see a home in Ranger? Because, of course, we didn't get any direct Ranger support, and Ranger's not going anywhere, but staying probably in the tier that it's at, because, my poor Azalea. I'm still going to try to fling arrows at people. I'm a Ranger player, and it's still my #1 class because I have so much fun playing it, but I don't have high hopes about winning a bunch of games. Seek Horizon, cost 0. Pitches for 1, of course. As an additional cost to play Seek Horizon, you may put a card from your hand on top of your deck. If you do, Seek Horizon gains go again. So the idea would be to obviously play this and put an arrow on top of your deck. It will gain go again, which would then allow you to Azalea the arrow that you put on top of the deck into your arsenal so that you can then send it at your opponent, dominate. So it does give us another way of guaranteeing a particular arrow can be dominated. So there is power in that. I'm definitely going to play test this as a Ranger player. I might even very well play test this and play Ranger before I even can build a Monarch deck, because I'm so busy with just the operations of Foundry. So. Grood says, I'm curious to see how the first edition market reacts to Unlimited being released so close together. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. There's a big difference between first edition or Alpha First Edition Welcome to Wraith and Alpha and Arcane Rising versus first edition Monarch, Crucible War and Unlimited, first edition, and then also first edition Monarch and Unlimited at this point, because those rarity bubbles are all going to be the same now. So the differentiation between the two is just going to be the U. At least this is my understanding, is that it's just going to be the U that's going to be in the the set number at the bottom of the card. So I think there's going to be a little bit of a premium for first edition non-foils and rainbow foils because of that, it being first edition. But we're not going to see the same price discrepancy moving forward because the sets are being released so closely together, and the differentiation between cards is nearly non-existent, pretty much at this point moving forward. Yeah, thanks, Gift. You just saw that. I actually have not been able to go watch that yet. I don't know if you picked up in it in the video, but I actually really struggled with playing Chain. There was a lot of things I needed to figure out, and as you saw in the game, I ended up decking myself because I just couldn't push through the damage against Prism. So yeah, it was a really close game, but I struggled. I went 0-3 in that event, just because I thought I had all the powerful cards. Overload. Need to get back to opening packs. I thought I had the cards. Seeping Shadows, Mutated Maps is the next Majestic, but just couldn't get the power through against Prism when he just kept blocking. Mutated Mass, this is Red Zone Rogue's spoiler card. It's a shadow attack action. Cost 1, pitches for 3. You may play Mutated Mass from your Banish Zone. Mutated Mass's attack and defense is equal to twice the number of cards in your pitch zone with different costs. It has Blood Debt. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be challenging to make that work, and then having to keep track of all the different cards seems like a lot. Seems like a lot to get to work, but who knows? We are approaching the halfway. I did. we are reaching the halfway point of this box where I will be raffling off another Talisman of Dowsing Rainbow Foil. $25, two $25 credits to FaB Foundry. Endless Maw and Endless Maw. I said this earlier in the stream. Having opened a ton of Flesh and Blood boxes at this point, this stands out. This is happening quite often in this set. This is one of the first times I've seen double with the same pitch value. A lot of times the pitch values will be different. Anybody? $100 even. Whoop. 100. 100 is Matt P. Matt P. Again, I will be emailing everybody after this to let them know that they won. We have one more that I'll do at the very end of the stream for another $50. Get some more music going because what's, packing or cracking packs and listening to tracks without some music? Some more of Teniente Castillo. Bing. There's a SoundCloud if you're digging his vibe. His mixes that I listen to a lot are the ones that are dancing below 100 BPM. He has like 30 something of them. All right, back into the box here. Final 12 packs. Why aren't we hearing it? There we we go. Let me know if the audio levels in the stream are good or not, if I need to make any changes. Get through our comments here. We still have not pulled our cold foil for this box, if we get a cold foil in this box, so that's something exciting that hopefully we have here at the end of the stream. Seeping Shadows, Rainbow Foil Rare, a Howl from Beyond, and Luminaris, the non-cold foil version. There it is. This is the Light Illusionist equipment. It's a majestic. During your action phase, Illusionist auras you control are weapons with 1 attack and once per turn action. Attack for 0. While there's a card with yellow color strip in your pitch zone, Illusionist attacks you control have go again. So Illusionist is Ninja 2.0. But of course you gotta keep those dang it, why am I drawing a blank on what they're called? Auras. Totally drawing a blank. Spectral shields. There it is. You gotta keep the spectral shields on board in order to be able to attack with them, so. I was initially drawn to Bolton pre-release, and obviously until it started opening packs, but the more I'm seeing Prism cards and me being a Ninja player, I think I'm interested in trying to build a kind of Ninja-ish style Prism. We'll see. Forgot what I was doing there for a second. Smash with Big Tree. Rainbow Foil Common. Stubby Hammerers, that was my spoiler card right there. Thank you to those individuals that entered the Line of Play challenge. It was a lot of fun. There were some really crazy lines of play. Obviously, if you haven't checked out the winning submission, you can do that at on the FaB Foundry website. It's in the blog. I think I posted about it in a blog. But yeah, Joshua Scott came up with the winning line of play and ended up doing 200, I think it was like 212 in damage in a turn. Again, this is playing the game in a vacuum where you assumed a lot of things hit and you created your draws. So there's a lot of vacuumy things, theoretical things that happened. But Shadow Verser, here we go, another majestic, cost 0, pitches for 3. Shadow Runeblade action attack. You may play Shadow Verser from your banish zone. As an additional cost to play it, you may banish a card with Blood Debt from your hand. If you do, it gains Go Again. Attacks for 2. That just sounded really underwhelming when I read all of that, and then it was like attacks for 2. 5th majestic of the box. Blast through the comments here. Slow roll into our foil slot. Minnowism, Rainbow Foil. Gerd saying, Prism looks pretty versatile. The more you look at her, just turning your auras into weapons that can have go again seems like solid aggro strategy. Yeah. You know, I think I think she's going to be top tier just because much in the same way like Matt Rogers taught us when he did his Dash deck tech, the one that he won the New Zealand Nationals with. Dash was so versatile because he could sideboard cards and go aggro, or he can sideboard cards and go control. I feel like Prism is going to have that ability as well, to where you can have your sideboard, you're going to have your core of like 40 cards that you play, and then you're going to have your sideboard, you know, of your other 35-ish cards that you can use, you know, like pretty much bring in teams of cards in order to change, you know, your overall play style. So we'll see. That's my speculation or my theory on Hallowed Rites and Consuming Aftermath. Been here watching the stream, hit that like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithms because I'm so focused on those. Can't you tell? Tear limb from limb. Bam, there's a majestic rainbow foil for us. This is the Brute Majestic. Cost 2, pitches for 3. Draw a card, then discard a random card. If a card with 6 or more attack is discarded this way, the next Brute attack action card you play this turn gains plus X, where X is its base attack. So it pretty much doubles your attack if you draw a card, then randomly discard a card with 6 or more. So being able to double, say, an Alpha Rampage, if you have the cards and the resources to do it. Yeah, I think that's definitely going into some Rhinar builds. Going to get even more reckless. Ghostly Visit, common foil. Plow through and Unhallowed Rites. We got them alternating. Yeah, we're going chocolate, vanilla, chocolate, vanilla. I'm always open to feedback and constructive criticism when it comes to the Foundry operation. I obviously am a completely self-taught YouTuber. Taught myself through YouTube University. When it comes to all of my editing and live streaming and the equipment I use and everything, it's all just been through my own personal research and talking to a few individuals. I'm very fortunate that Kellen from Red Zone Rogue, rise above, our rare rainbow foil blue. Kellen from Red Zone Rogue, I consider a good friend of mine. He lives here in Portland, and he's definitely giving me some insights and whatnot, so it definitely helps to have somebody like that on my team. Howl from Beyond and Herald of Triumph. I'm actually recording this right now with my GoPro Hero 7 Black, which you can use as a webcam if you have a Cam Link, which I do, Elgato Cam Link. But I did just pick up, which I'm pretty excited about. I just picked up a Canon M50 mirrorless camera. You can do the same thing and turn it into a webcam. So over the next week or so, I'll be diving into figuring out that camera in order to hopefully take the quality of my videos and my live streams up another notch, because I'm in pursuit of better. I want to produce better live streams and continue building a better business, hopefully with your input. Did I skip something? I skipped something, is what Groot is saying. Jeremy is saying. I'm losing it, man! I'm all over the place. Spears of Sterility. This is another absolutely gorgeous rainbow foil rare. This artwork is next level. Yeah. Writhing Beast Hulk and Sonata Arcanix, another one of those. These have been moving off the website. I think I'm out of them right now. I need to load them back up. Everybody's been picking up this Runeblade action. We talked about it earlier in the stream when I pulled the rainbow foil version of it, of course. Double X. Reveal a top X plus 3 cards from your deck for each non-attack action revealed this way. Put an attack action revealed this way into your hand. Then deal arcane damage to your target opponent or target hero equal to the number of times you do that. Bing. Jeremy's got me second guessing myself now. It's like I'm looking through my piles like, what did I do? Did I put something somewhere? I'm not seeing anything. Final 5 packs. Appreciate that, Grood. You know, I'm very fortunate to be in a position to where like YouTube numbers, they've never been, you know, they've never been of importance for me, obviously. Oh, bam! Look at that! Woo-wee! That snuck up on me this time. The last time we slow rolled into the legendary, and this time Doomsday just snuck up on us. So this is back-to-back boxes, legendaries, shadows, from the first 2 boxes of this case. So 2 legendary case in the first 2 boxes. Doomsday. There we go. I must say, I do love the border of the shadow cards. It's pretty neat border. 0 cost, pitches for 3, legendary Levia specialization. Play Doomsday only if there are 6 or more cards with Blood Debt in your banish zone. Create Blasmophet, the Soul Harvester token. Bada bing, bada boom. Back-to-back legendary boxes. How about that? Got him. You're right on that one, John. A couple more rares. Shoo! You know what's wild? This is going into the 9th case that I'm opening for FaB Foundry, of course. We'll put those right next to each other. I have yet to pull a extended art Rainbow Foil Majestic. That just goes to show you. Granted, I'm a small sample size. I know the community's been talking about it, the rarity of these EAs. Also the rarity of the cold foil Majestic equipment pieces. They are definitely rare. My small sample size, this is not going into 8.5 boxes or 8.5 cases in. I've not pulled an extended art yet, and I've only pulled 4 of the cold foil Majestic pieces, or Majestic weapons. Yinty Yanti. I love this art. I'm a duality person, the yin and yang. Obviously, if you've gotten a personal note from me, when I sign an autumn at the on it at the bottom, I kind of turn my N into a modified yin and yang. So when I saw this artwork, it's personally one of my favorites. I would love to have this artwork as a print, so I need to reach out to FaBtcg, I think it is. FaBtcg, the artist, and see how that's going to work. Which is a space that I believe Legend Story Studios does need to start tapping into when it comes to supporting their artists. Is, you know, we should have access to the prints. Rare Plow Through and Deep Rooted Evil Majestic. We need to get our hands on some prints so we can put some flesh and blood up on our walls. Hopefully they get to that soon, along with playmats and other accessories. Final 3 packs. Yeah, I'm aware that I watched a good part of that stream, John, as well, and yeah, it's pretty wild. You know, it was great of them to do that because it gave, you know, it was a great case study for the community to kind of see how challenging it is to pull some of these cards. Lunar Tide Plunderer, common foil. Writhing Beast Hulk, and Writhing Beast Hulk does it again. Another double rare pack. Same rare, different pitch values. Yep. I don't know. Where do I have mine hiding somewhere? I was very fortunate. There it is. I was very fortunate early on. It was my 5th case. Revealing it here on camera. I obviously didn't do it on camera, but bam. Have pulled a Fabled library, Great Library of Solana. That was in my 5th case, and I was actually, it's pretty funny, I was watching the kitchen table. No, I was actually watching Midtown Merchant stream because I kind of bounced back and forth. But I was watching Midtown Merchant stream when they were talking about Fables when that one snuck up on me. So it was a pretty kind of serendipitous situation. So very fortunate to be able to get that out of the way and not have the same anxiety that other people opening up a bunch of boxes are having. Seeds of Agony, common foil. Right? Exactly. Pulled a Fabled before an extended art. It's pretty wild. Endless Maw and Captain's Call. Final pack! Convulsions from the Bellows of Hell, rare foil. Halo. Parable, and Vexing Malice. Fizzle in the close, but cannot complain when you have back-to-back boxes with legendaries in it. So there's that. Let's break down what we have from the second box, and then we're going to do another drawing for $50 more in store credit, and then we're going to call it an evening. So 5 rainbow foils, a rainbow foil tear limb for limb, and I think it's 7. Yep, 8. So this is an 8 majestic box. And of course the Doomsday legendary. Bing. So for some of you that just might arrived, I see Z just checked in, and you might not have heard. Of course, my intention is to do these Monarch Monday streams at 6 p.m. moving forward. Cracking open a couple of boxes. When it comes to supporter box openings, I'm going to obviously let my operation calm down a little bit because it's pretty nuts right now. You know, and I'm also hoping that the market settles on boxes before offering supporter box openings to the community, because I want to confidently be able to offer them at below market prices before, during, and after box openings. I'm also waiting for all of my Monarch birdies to come home and find their way here. So everything has a tracking number, but I don't want to, I'm not counting my eggs before they hatch, so to speak. So I'm going to wait for all of those things to settle. Other news, as I talked about earlier, the North American Playtest League is starting next Sunday, May 16th. 2 divisions. There's a Sunday division and a weekday division. $30 to play in the league. It's 4 weeks of playtesting into a league tournament where there will be prize support based off of the number of people contributing to the prize pool. The winner will also receive a grand prize of a one-of-a-kind North American Playtest League Season 3 playmat champion playmat. You can head on over to FaB Foundry Co. /events to get all the details about that. I've broken down all the dates, all of the start times, how they work. If you have any questions or whatnot, you can always email me, fabfoundryco@gmail.com, or more preferred, which would be join the Discord and message me directly on it through the Discord. That's my main form of communication at this point. It helps centralize communicating with supporters in the community, and it makes it easier keeping track of things. So there's also the Patreon. We're 11 supporters strong right now. Woohoo, 11 supporters. I just have a $3 tier because I'm just rolling it out. I don't know exactly how I want to, use Patreon moving forward, but the idea is patrons will get first dibs on supporter box openings when I do offer them. So there's not very many, people to compete with when there's 11 patrons when I offer them. So, and then of course, if they're not all called for by patrons, that will be opened up to the greater community. Again, going back, I want to use the Patreon as a way to kind of compartmentalize the more loyal supporters. That's why I just have a $3 tier. I'm not looking to obviously make money off of it. The money that's raised through Patreon is actually going to go into a content creator pool, and it will go directly to the individuals that are helping with FaB Foundry content creation. It's just a way that I can kind of create a direct line to more loyal supporters and communicate with them directly and give them offers directly. I guarantee that you will get more than your $3 worth a month of discounts and little treats and things like that moving forward. So it's Patreon /FaB Foundry. So this one right here to end the stream is going to be $50 in store credit. Yeah. And 17 is the last number, and that belongs to Sam Y. 17 gets $50 in store credit. 17. Awesome. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me. Again, the intention is to do these on Mondays moving forward, with the idea of probably the next one, maybe 2, will just be me opening boxes for the Foundry operation. And then getting into probably late May, maybe early June, I'll roll into supporter box openings. And yeah, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for supporting the FaB Foundry operation. I'm just truly fortunate and blessed to be you know, being able to put my life energy and experience into this fun little project. And I just can't wait to be able to gather in person safely and share a passion for this game. Hopefully have a regional event in Portland sooner than later, and then definitely making it to wherever the first national event is in the United States. It doesn't matter. I'll be there, and I'm sure there's some of you guys that feel the same way. It'll be probably my first vacation, vacation away from the operation. I might have to, wherever it is, I definitely might have to turn the website off for that, for that weekend or week, in order to enjoy myself down there. But, the future of FaB is bright, and thank you very much for all being here and contributing to the community. And yeah. That discount code Monarch Monday 10 gets you 10% off until 8 p.m. tonight. And I'll catch you hopefully here next Monday for another live stream. And thanks for hanging out with me virtually, and appreciate you all and appreciate your support. Take care.